Hey, welcome to the show. Let me get this all together. All right, welcome to our show. All right, so we are going to start off as always, introducing ourselves. I am Kay Rand, and this is
Rob Rand.
And I hope you guys brought your little drinky drink because today I made something everybody knows that I like to make drinks, or you should know. But this is my little white wine spritzer. It is white wine, and it is from my favorite place in the whole wide world, Sam's Club. Link below. It's IKEA, really. This is the Moscato, guys. So this is what we're drinking on today. Mix it with a little bit of grenadine and some Sprite.
How you say it?
I don't care how you say it. It's grenadine.
Grenadine.
And some Sprite and some frozen tropical fruits. So yeah, that's what we're drinking today. Cheers. Doesn't it sound right?
I went to the jungle and cut it myself.
So again, the link is below. It's at Sam's Club. It is very good. I love it. I get this wine probably, I don't know, a lot. I like Moscato d'Estate. But yeah, so let's get to it today. Sex and drugs. All right, so Rob is going to read you an email.
You called it that? You made that title?
What's wrong with sex and drugs?
I didn't know that you called it that. Okay.
It's right here in your face. Sex and drugs.
Yeah, I thought that was like, I don't know.
Okay, anyway. So Rob is going to read y'all something in an email that came through. And yes.
All right.
Read appropriately.
I'm allowed to take the floor now.
Good. So childish.
All right. Now, I'm going to let my wife chime in on this a little bit more than myself because of the topic. So she says, "Hi, ladies. I feel so defeated and unfit to be a good mom."
She was calling you a lady too.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
We're not going to get on pronouns and all that other stuff. I feel so defeated and unfit to be a good mom. Has anyone experienced this? How can I get out of this? Shouldn't this be my happiest time? Is there a book I can read? Any advice? I am a stay-at-home mom, and I work part-time. I don't know what to do anymore. I feel so defeated and unhappy. I have 4 kids, 14, 12, 3, and 1.5. Yes, my husband does help out, but I feel I am a burden to him. I was recently submitted to the hospital with heart palpitations and dizziness. I am unable to drive my kids around anymore because I got dizzy while driving, which adds additional stress to my husband. I feel like such a failure. Now I can't even perform the easiest task. He tells me he doesn't catch a break from work directly into kids' duties. I can't drive or pick up my kids from school anymore. We move far away and don't have family or friends around anymore as well. I can't even take my daughter shopping because I get dizzy standing around while doing other activities. It gives me major anxiety just thinking that I am such a burden. I think I am having a burnout with medical complications. His mom recently died, and I had such a great relationship with her. It's so sad. My daughter is a teenager, and she's being very disrespectful to us. I have ADD, so keeping the house clean also helps my mental health, but it's almost impossible with my husband working from home and 4 kids. My 2 older kids have chores, but I am sick of constantly raising my voice and reminding them of their responsibilities. Sound a lot like our kids. My kids don't even eat my food. I try to cook healthy, everything from scratch, but it hurts when nobody eats my food. And then the 2 little ones. I don't get any good sleep because everyone is just always looking for me. All 4 of my kids come to me routinely while I'm in the room in the middle of the night to cuddle or my husband wants to be physical. I feel so defeated and useless. People say the days are long, but the years are short. But does it ever end? And don't my kids deserve the best and loving mom? It's not their fault. I am so broken. Please help. Any experience with this? Any sound advice?
Yeah, wow. Kevin, that's my mom. For most of you guys that don't know, my mom died in jam New Year's Eve. So she's going to be on every
podcast
and every live. All right. Kevin, let's get physical. So, okay, wow. This is a big one. Because she did say hi, ladies, but she was talking to you too. You a lady. I'm just playing. Wow. I can't. Oh, you gotta do the disclaimer before we say anything about this stuff.
Oh yeah. Why do I always got to do it?
Because you got that smooth R&B voice.
Oh yeah. So, I just want to make a disclaimer real quick and let you guys know that we are not professionals. We're just basic.
I was about to say, if you don't stop, Bob.
All right. Yeah, like I always say, we're not professionals. We just basically go by our experience. Like I said, we've been together 21 years. We've been married 19 years. Been through a lot of ups and downs. Been through a lot of struggles. So we just like to chime in and give you guys like some insight, really. That's the reason why our title is called Simply Imperfect, because we're not perfect. We're just normal people.
We're just shooting. I don't want to say sugar, honey, iced tea.
That's how you shoot?
Whatever. I know how to shoot. So, let me tackle this, okay? Okay, 4 kids. That's, well, I mean, you know, I come from a big family, so I know how stressful it is. I have 3, so wow. So she has a medical condition, and her husband works from home, but he feels like he's taking up all the burden. I'm just like paraphrasing so that my take on this is that I think one would be a good thing is finding someone to regularly talk to, like a therapist, about your feelings. I mean, it is a struggle being a mom. I couldn't imagine being a stay-at-home mom. And it's also hard being a working mom. I mean, it's just hard being a parent in general. It's not an easy task, especially when kids come around, they turn your whole life upside down. She says she feels like she's on burnout, but that's where I would say, like, I would suggest therapy. Talk to someone regularly and get the help that you need. And she feels like all the kids. So maybe my question, I hope you're watching, is it that you were always the glue to the family and that you handled everything? Because I know if I go down, I don't know what's going to happen.
Honestly, yeah, because Keisha is definitely she's definitely the stone, the pillar in our household. You know, she handles a lot of stuff, a lot of like the finances. We both provide, but I mean, I provide, you know, when it comes to the finances, but like me personally, I'll tell y'all, I am not good with making good financial decisions. So I do, you know, trust that I trust in my wife to make those decisions. But like if something was to happen to her, yeah, I mean, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? But it'll take a while. You know, it'll take a while for the household to, you know, get back the way that it should.
So, I mean, maybe she was the glue. I would say for your older kids, I mean, we go through this, like, and personally, I go through this every day because he's on the road. You guys know this now, but he's on the road Monday through Thursday. Like, that is just, I am at home. So he leaves Sunday morning and then he's at home. I mean, he's gone throughout Thursday night. And I am the sole one Monday through Thursday at home with these children. And I'm telling you, it is driving me insane, especially with the two older ones, because you expect my kids, Monica's going to be 18 next month. Samanta's going to be 16 this month. So you expect them to be.
That's true, Kev. That is true.
Oh, they can struggle with something others can do with no problem. Yeah. So I expect them to be a little bit more responsible, but they're not. Oh my gosh. I mean, just how many times do I have to tell them to clean their room, and I have to call him and be like, get on your kids and do this and do that. And it is stressful. And I work full time, and then I have to come home and cook dinner, and then I have to run this kid here, and this kid. And then this kid got sports. This one got work, and then the other one got sports. And the baby, well, my baby, but he's 12, sometimes I break down and I'm crying because I'm like, I am so over this right now. Like, this is, on top of what I'm dealing with at work. I'm dealing with these kids and they are no help. And, there's no reason why I have to simply remind you to take a shower, but I do. But you know what? I have to take moments for myself, and I do that. Like when I don't know why I'm getting so stressed out. Just talking about it. I'm like, oh my God. I do. I have to take time for myself, and I do. I get selfish with my time because, and I just one day, 1 week, I didn't cook. I didn't cook at all. They didn't want to eat my food. I said, okay. I got something for you. So you know what I bought? I bought noodles, hot dogs, lunch meat, peanut butter and jelly, bread for that week. And every day I came home, they were like, Mom, what's for dinner? Figure it out. But I made sure that I ate because they were not eating. And every time, whatever I made, they complained about it. So if you're going to complain about it, then I'm not cooking. But do you know, since that week, I have not had one complaint? Like literally, if I make their least favorite food, they're like, oh, okay. Hold on, guys. Bye, Toots. Have a good day at work. Love you.
Let me just.
We're on live.
I don't care.
She don't want to be in it. That's what I'm saying.
This is my daughter, my baby girl.
Don't do that to her.
Want to see?
Oh, Lord Jesus. Sorry.
This is my daughter.
Okay, bye. Bye, Toots.
Text us when you get to the job.
She the main one. Sorry. Bye, Toots. We'll see you later. So that's what I've done. As far as those two, I will give them a chore list. I will hang it up, and then if they don't abide by it, then they just don't get anything. I will take everything away from them and don't have any. I mean, you know what you got to do when you go into work, so that's how you teach them. You just, that's how I teach my kids. I can't tell you how to teach yours, but you know what's expected of you every time you come in this house. I know what's expected of me when I got to go out and do something. So if you're not doing it, then you're not just going to enjoy the benefits. As far as the kids coming in your room, I would lock my doors.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Because you need that time.
You need that time and that sleep. Like, I would just lock my doors. None of my kids come in my room. We never really had kids sleep with us. But, I think Trice had a hard time in the beginning where he always used to want to come in our room. Sometimes he'll lay by the door, but I would just lock my door.
Weird.
He was weird. He would lay there by the door, and I let him because what? You could cry you want to, but this is my bed. Go, you got your own. And then leaving room for the intimacy, and then she probably, I'm sure you probably don't want to because your body is not. You don't feel like it, right? You don't feel like yourself. You're a little depressed, and you're going through mental health and things like that. And you don't want to do that, but that's the reason why you're probably letting the kids come in anyway, so that could be your excuse as to why you don't want to live with your husband. But me, I'm very vocal. I don't want to, right? But he also deserves that time and energy, and if you can't give that to him, then you need to figure out why. And if you're not attracted or you're not in the mood, then why is it? What was it that you met? Why did you marry him in the first place? And so I just think getting that spark back and keeping that spark is just as much as important as it is your kids. Your kids are going to grow up. they're going to go off and they're going to be with other people. They're going to marry someone or they're going to be in relationships. They're not going to be there no more. And then you'll be stuck with this man that you haven't had sex with in so long and y'all don't like each other, but y'all stuck together because of the kids. And so that's my take on it. Get some help.
Also, like your friends, if you have friends that you
know.
No, but I'm talking about like if you have friends that you go on, little dates with or whatever, as far as like going out to eat, going, out to the bar, having a couple of drinks or whatever the case may be, just to get out of that home environment. You don't have to drive, have one of your friends driving. Y'all just get out and unwind and relieve some stress.
Take them. You have to. Ladies, moms, single, whether you're a single mom or working mom, it doesn't matter. Moms need time to themselves. I mean, honestly, it's called self-care for a reason. You need to nurture your mental health and you need to nurture your body physically, honestly. And I started practicing that this year where I was giving everybody like 100% of me and I started giving 80 because I was like getting burned out. I was
you'll drain yourself out.
I was getting drained. I mean, and then I have to limit what I'm doing, like at work and home, and then my husband. Like those are each 3 different categories. Like my work life, my home life, and my sex life. And the kids is in the house and I'll take care of the house. And that's 3 different major categories that affects my life. So if I neglect him, then what's going to happen is he's going to feel neglect. He's going to feel that neglect and go somewhere else. Why? Because I'm not supporting his needs. And this doesn't matter if you're married or not. If you're in a relationship, this is just something. Just
and
like
with kids, because like I think a lot of people think, well, they forget that, okay, yeah, your kids are a big responsibility in your family. But what you have to realize is that at some point in time, like we said, our Nautica is about to be 18, Samaj is 16, Trice is 12. At some point in time, they're all going to leave your household. And then what? It's just going to be you two. It's just going to be us. So you have to understand that you and your husband or you and your spouse, whatever the case may be, you and your partner, y'all have to make sure that y'all have that personal connection. Because when they leave, if it's all about the kids, y'all not going to, you're not going to have no kind of connection with each other. So always just remember that your spouse, your partner, they were there with you before your kids.
And it's not always about sex with your partner either.
Right. It's not.
Like I consider Bobby.
I mean, that's definitely yeah, you can, but
I consider Bobby.
That's definitely
he gotta get it out.
That's definitely a big part in a relationship.
We understand that, but I know
Don't be
that.
Xing that out.
Oh, okay. Yes, you have to get that out. But as far as like the sex, it's not just about sex in your relationship. Like I consider Bobby my best friend. He is like, he knows everything, but also, we depend on each other. I always tell him I can't do this life without you, and I appreciate, I cherish, I love on him, and he does the same for me. So, it's a lot. It's the little things that count, and it's just like, wow, and the intimacy. I mean, some people, I don't know how your life is, but I think you should spice it up a little bit. Maybe try different things or whatever. And when it comes to that, if you don't feel like having sex, then find out what you want. And, there's some sex coaches out there. I'm not one of them, but there are sex coaches out there to help you find out what experience, because it can actually be very pleasurable. I mean, it is pleasurable. We all know that. But, wow. What the my aunt and them are gonna be is watching this somewhere, and
and we're super grown, but
okay, but still, but it is cheese and rice, but find out what works for you, like as far as sexually, and find out what you expect from your partner, and if you at that burnout mode, I mean, there's nothing I can really tell you to help you with. I shouldn't say tell you. I haven't crossed this bridge, and I don't think I want to. This is a scary one. So, I mean, I understand you from a mother point of view, but as far as all of this, stuff, not wanting to, get physical with your husband, I feel bad. What do you guys think? Like, how do you think that you will be able to deal with this in your own personal life? Like, this is just not about us. We're here for y'all. Like, we could talk about it, and she's watching. I'm hoping. I don't know who's on lives, but what do you guys think? I mean, some people get into relationships with, monogamy is not for everyone, and they get into a polygamy relationship, and then they find out that's what makes them happy. I mean, I can't judge them. That's not for me.
Right, that's not for us, but we're not knocking anybody that do it. You know what I'm saying? But everybody has their own thing. So,
and then we got people that, I mean, I had a conversation at work, and they do plain Jane stuff. It was just like not pleasurable. Like, man on top,
missionary.
He do his thing, and that's it.
There's like board games and card games and stuff out there.
There are.
So you can always adventure out. I mean, look up stuff. There's YouTube. It's out there. Pooh, you missed a lot.
But there's
you missed a lot, Pooh.
So yeah, there's like different things. Like, I mean, like I had this conversation at work, and she was expressing that she just was like tired of the plain Jane, and I'm like, well, spice it up. And she's like, well, her partner doesn't want to spice it up, and she tried to introduce him to different things, and he didn't like that, and he just wants to. He's the man, so he is supposed to always be on top, and it doesn't matter how she comes out on the end, whether she hits the finish line or not. It was just, I'm getting mine, and that's it. And she's like, I'm right now, I hate my husband. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, this is what we're talking about. But that's, what? And so she wants to venture out. But this woman already, I mean, she's already looking at the men. You go find it somewhere else. You do.
That's why it's key to,
learn.
Make sure, you have to know your partner. You have to. It's like, how are you gonna know what you need to work on? Where are there holes in your relationship? Whether your partner is happy, and they need to know whether or not you're happy. It's not always about your partner. It's also about you. So yeah. It's a brand new girl in.
So she said, spicing it up, bringing a girl in. It's nothing but fun, but the woman has to be open minded to it.
That's true.
That's their sex life, right? So they want to have a threesome, right? So I mean, that's what works in your relationship. But like she said, bringing a girl in, but you got to be open minded to it.
Have an open mind to it.
So I mean, some people have different ways of getting pleasure out of life. I think, they always say you can't have your cake and eat it too, but I feel like as a human being, everybody wants to be happy.
Nah, Pooh, we good.
I ain't trying that.
We good. What's mine is mine.
Okay. No sharing over here.
Like we said, we don't knock it.
That's for you.
We don't knock it. We do not knock it at all.
You gotta bring the other letter. All right, so there's another one that is like a really, okay, anything else, because honestly, I really want to get to this one because it's a touchy situation. Get the other email. I'll read it.
Yeah.
All right, because Robert left it over there and didn't bring it. He was like, oh, we could just do the one, but I know how we could. Thank you.
Y'all see
I read fast. So this one to me is deep.
So hopefully y'all got y'all listening ears on, because she be like, those people that be disclaiming at the end of like commercials and stuff.
Also, wait, on a little sex note, ladies. So there is this thing. Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing at Chris.
I should put it in the thing. I'm not advertising it, but it is. You need to Google WeVibe. WeeVibe.
I think a lot of people.
Some people have not heard of it. You should see the people I talk to.
That's because everybody into the whole rose and all that other stuff now. Man.
I'm talking about the WeVibe because the partner is the one that controls the other part. That's what makes it fun.
You want to tell them about the one incident when we all
Absolutely not. If you have a topic, please, that you want us to discuss. I don't know why he brought that up. That's a lie. I'm not talking about that.
Who even talked about?
Shut your face, Bobby.
Who talked about WeVibe?
Bobby, I just was saying for the ladies to buy you a WeVibe invest. That's what I was saying. I did not say tell my personal life.
LaTwanda wants to know what is that. So go ahead and inform her.
Google it. As my dad would say, you get on that box called Google and you push it and you type in what you want to say. That's what my dad said. It's WeVibe.
We're speaking to the people though, so why don't you want to explain it?
It's a bullet, but it's a fun bullet that.
So do you want me to explain? I'm not going to get into detail.
You better not tell my story.
I'm not going to tell you
because I will punch you clear across this room.
Come on, I got a jaw. Come on.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, so LaTwanda, the WeVibe. That sounds so weird calling her LaTwanda. Okay, whatever. But the WeVibe is basically it's for the pleasure of a woman. It's a little vibrator, but it has a little magnetic piece on the back of it, and you put it inside your panties, whatever you have on. And we have a controller. You know what I'm saying? We have a controller so we could we can intensify the vibration. We can make it go like do pulsate different ways. In public if we wanted to. Anyway. So that's. And you can download the app on your phone. Mm-hmm. That's about as much information as she's going to I'm going to allow him to say. But that will definitely be a topic for the next time. So you better just be ready. Okay, so I guess it will be extra spicy. Look. Wait, Chris is so. No, that's Kev. I know Kevin, that boy, a freak, but I'm talking about Chris is so challenging right there. I want to talk about the trillion of cicadas that's coming to Illinois. Man, bye. All right. Well, email it. Yeah, you have a topic, email us at robinkeybrand@gmail.com. And our thing is we're going to tackle when we get an email, we're going to tackle it. We're going to give our little advice about it or whatever. It doesn't mean that it's gospel because what I am giving or what we're giving is not gospel. Right. But gossip. I said gospel, meaning like it's like don't take what we're saying to the bank. This is just our opinion on our podcast. That's what I'm saying. And tell Shaquita to shut up because she knows the story. You tell her. Shut up, Shaquita. So, yes, I cannot believe she said that. So this is the second one that I really wanted to talk about today. And this is like a part question, part rant. And I'm sorry I read fast, but is there anything I could do legally to get drugs out of my house and away from my child? My husband uses and constantly leaves out, which is obviously not safe. It seems like TOP stands for something. It's only for abuse. What does TOP mean, y'all? If y'all know what that means. I don't think we that old, but that might be some new stuff. TOP, like just TOP. What is that short for? It's only for abuse, but this situation is very hazardous. Here's my rant. It makes my blood absolutely boil to read about how these terrible, horrible, abusive, addicted parents get custody parental time because Illinois wants it that way. It makes me sick thinking that if I were to divorce my husband, the court would probably say, meh, give him time anyway. How is it best for a preschooler to be around open cocaine? How is it best for a 4-year-old to accidentally drink vodka because they thought it was water?
and all the progress we've made as women, there are strong independent women like myself who stay in shitty situations because they need to be there to protect their children. So here we are still being controlled by the patriarchy. I'm gonna let you tackle this one first.
Okay. I mean, I can't really tackle it too much because we're not in that kind of I don't know, problematic area, but I'll try to tackle it as much as I can. First off, the whole drugs thing, that's a big no in our household. You know what I'm saying? Especially
crack a little bit in my day.
Why you lying?
Yeah,
why you lying?
I probably had crack rocks.
Well, yeah, if you drunk Coca-Cola, no, they used to do that back in the day.
I did a little crack.
But anyway, wow.
I'm so lying.
But anyway, first off, why is there drugs out just in the open? And you know you got, how old is this kid? 4? A 4-year-old. Like, who does that? If you're gonna be if you're gonna have that stuff, be responsible. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know that you got kids in vodka. Yeah, the kid, it's 4 years old. It's gonna think that it's water, so they're gonna drink it. So like, why be that damn irresponsible? Like, I mean, I'm right with her, man. That's one of them. You know what really grinds my gears?
So that's I like that. I think one is, as in this situation, you are to protect your child, and if the other parent cannot, then that's where it is up to you. So for her to stay in a hazardous relationship or hazardous space, that's her choice.
Yeah.
And I feel like as if it was me.
But didn't she say if she lets the authority know, or?
No, she said if I divorced my husband, she said that what is reading to me is that seems like if I do take him to court, they'll still give him time to see the kids. I mean, how can you even decide that? You don't even know the situation if you haven't even tried to get your child out of that situation to even, get the kid safe. He drank vodka. I'm surprised CPS didn't show up. Mm-hmm. Like, did you not take him to the hospital? Like, what happened after he drank the vodka?
Or did you just, not saying that that's what you did, but you know how society is now. They sit up there, they get these kids doing this stuff, and then first thing they're doing, pulling out the phone and saying it's cute. I hope that's not what.
See, I don't know too much about the situation and what's going on with this. Right. But drugs is a no-go in our home. But there are some people that are addicted to drugs. And I feel like if you are the parent that's not on drugs, then you should get your child out or your children out as soon as possible. If it's a money thing, there are ways that you can make reports and try to seek shelter and, go for there. Some people have to figure it out. There's a lot of people that's coming from abusive relationships. There are people that, had drugs and they grew up with drugs. Mm-hmm. And, it's you writing this to me and like I'm a lawyer, and I'm sorry, I'm not. You need to find out and get you and your kid to a safe situation, because next thing, if he's drinking vodka, what if cocaine left? I probably think it's sugar. He might OD, and then next thing you know, you probably got a kid that's.
And don't get me wrong, like we're not condemning you for it. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that
that's what he said.
Would you let me finish? The only thing that we're like disappointed at is that, as a parent, you're not taking extra
the necessary.
The necessary to get this, situated. You need to be aware of the well-being of your kid and do what you got to do. Forget what he think or how he feel or what may happen if you do this. So,
all right. So we are almost pushing that 40 mark, because I like to stay under 40 or under. So thank you for those 2 questions. If you guys are watching, thank you so much. Like I said, If you have questions, you have a topic or anything you want us to talk about, email us at robinkey@gmail.com. Next week, though, I don't think I'm going to go over any of the emails because I guess we're just going to have a sex class. And
this is something different.
I might let you tell them the story. It might take a lot of convincing.
It ain't no Mike. She gonna let me tell the story.
I might let him tell the story. It's not that embarrassing, but it is. So I might.
And still, like, if y'all do want to, still make sure y'all send in the emails. We might throw it in there.
Yeah, that conversation is going to take a long time, so still send in your questions.
What you want to do? You want to do like
we're gonna go rogue
once a month or once a
month talk about sex?
No, like a random just of our choosing, like boom, like just out of one.
We could talk about that later, but the only reason why I said about the story is because Pooh won't let up.
I know she won't let up because everybody wants to know what happened. Since she brought it up.
It was not caught on video, but it was a very embarrassing video. It was a very embarrassing moment.
Not for me.
And I was pissed. So that is a good story. And, I never gave him a remote ever since then. But it's funny.
You haven't gave it to me out in public.
Yeah, well, anyway. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah,
you
please.
can follow us.
While y'all watching, hit the like button. Even if y'all don't want to hit it, just hit it. That helps us get it out, and let us. It gives us encouragement to keep doing these because we like doing this. Like I said, we new to this, so we're just trying to figure this out.
We ain't figuring nothing out. All we doing is shooting crap.
We're still trying to figure. Like I said, we're still trying to figure it out.
All right. Well, for the ones that's listening on podcast, you can go to our YouTube channel at The Rand Fam. And on TikTok, you can follow Lady K, LadyKRAN, Lady K Rand. And on Instagram at Lady K at LaDeeKay.
Why do you make it so complicated? Because like
wait, he said not for me. Bob Freaky. That's funny.
No, but like why do you like make it extra? Like LAA and it could have been
YNGGGNTGT. Wait,
what?
INDE. I couldn't get the letters.
YNGG what?
I couldn't get the letters. It just hit me when I was like INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means? I was like LA.
Is that the only way you know how to spell independent?
Don't blame me. All right, y'all. We will see y'all on next week. Thank you for joining us, and we had a good time. So be ready for story time next week.
Next week, y'all.
Bye.
Week. Adios.
Yeah.